शंकर जी की जटा से निकले निर्मल गंगा पानी। कोई कहे तुझे गंगा माता, कोई कहे महारानी। शंकर जी की जटा से निकले निर्मल गंगा पानी। कोई कहे तुझे गंगा माता, कोई कहे महारानी, कोई कहे महारानी। तोहे निश्चय फूल चढ़ाए जो तेरी आरती गावे, वो सुख शांति पावे जो तेरी आरती गावे। जय जय गंगा माता जो तेरी आरती गावे, वो सुख शांति पावे जो तेरी आरती गावे। हर हर गंगे जय माँ गंगे, हर हर गंगे जय माँ गंगे, हर हर गंगे जय माँ गंगे, हर हर गंगे जय माँ गंगे। ओम जय गंगे माता, श्री जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुझको ध्याता, जो नर तुझको ध्याता, मन वांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, जय गंगे माता, श्री जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुझको ध्याता, जो नर तुझको ध्याता, मन वांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता। चंद्र सी ज्योत तुम्हारी, जल निर्मल आता। मैया जल निर्मल आता। शरण पड़े जो तेरी, शरण पड़े जो तेरी, सोनर तर जाता। ओम जय गंगे माता। पुत्र सगर के तारे, सब जग को ज्ञाता। मैया सब जग को ज्ञाता। कृपा दृष्टि तुम्हारी, कृपा दृष्टि तुम्हारी, त्रिभुवन सुख दाता। ओम जय गंगे माता। एक ही बार जो तेरी शरणागति आता, मैया शरणागति आता। यम जो जननी गाता, दास वही सहज में, दास वही सहज में मुक्ति को पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, ओम जय गंगे माता, श्री जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुझको ध्याता, जो नर तुझको ध्याता, मन वांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, जय गंगे माता, श्री जय गंगे माता। जो नर तुझको ध्याता, जो नर तुझको ध्याता, मन वांछित फल पाता। ओम जय गंगे माता, ओम जय गंगे माता, ओम जय गंगे माता, ओम जय गंगे माता। ओम श्री सद्गुरु परमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरु परमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरु भगवान शिवानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरु भगवान शिवानंदाय नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः। गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्ति, पूजामूलं गुरोर्पदं, मंत्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं, मोक्षमूलं गुरोर्कृपा। मोक्षमूलं शिवानन्दाकृपा। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं, द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं, भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। यस्यान्तर्नादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं, नाम गोत्रं न सूत्रं, नो जातिर्नैव वर्णं, न भवति पुरुषो नो नपुंसं न च स्त्री। नाकारं नो विकारं, न हि जननमरणं, नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं, नो तत्त्वं तत्त्वमेकं सहजसमरसं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं, ज्ञानबिन्दुकलातीतं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानमूलहरणं जन्मकर्मनिवारणं, ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यार्थं गुरुपादोदकं पिबेत्। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं, तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये, निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे, नित्यशुभं निराभासं निराकारं निरञ्जनं, नित्यबोधं चिदानन्दं गुरुब्रह्मा नमाम्यहम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने, व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां, गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरुदेव की जय।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश
पाहि मां। श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश रक्ष मां। जय सरस्वती जय सरस्वती जय सरस्वती पाहि मां। श्री सरस्वती श्री सरस्वती श्री सरस्वती रक्ष मां। जय श्री दुर्गा जय श्री दुर्गा जय श्री दुर्गा पाहि मां। जय श्री दुर्गा जय श्री दुर्गा जय श्री दुर्गा रक्ष मां। जय श्री काली जय श्री काली जय श्री काली पाहि मां। जय श्री काली जय श्री काली जय श्री काली रक्ष मां। जय श्री लक्ष्मी जय श्री लक्ष्मी जय श्री लक्ष्मी पाहि मां। जय श्री लक्ष्मी जय श्री लक्ष्मी जय श्री लक्ष्मी रक्ष मां। सरवण भव सरवण भव सरवण भव पाहि मां। सुब्रह्मण्य 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 रक्ष मां। दत्तात्रेय 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 पाहि मां। दत्तगुरु 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 रक्ष मां। शिवानन्द 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 पाहि मां। शिवानन्द 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 रक्ष मां। जय गुरु शिव गुरु हरि गुरु राम। जगद्गुरु परम गुरु सद्गुरु श्याम। आदि गुरु अद्वैत गुरु आनंद गुरु ओम। चित गुरु चिन्मय गुरु चिन्माया गुरु ओम। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। जय राधे श्याम जय जय राधे श्याम। जय राधे श्याम जय जय राधे श्याम। जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। शिवानंदा शिवानंदा सद्गुरुनाथा। शिवानंदा 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 सद्गुरुनाथा। शिवानंदा 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 सद्गुरुनाथा। शिवानंदा। जय गुरुदेव दयानिधि दीन हितकारी। जय जय मोह विनाशक भवबंधनहारी। जय देव गुरुदेव जय देव गुरुदेव। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव गुरु मूर्ति धारी। वेद पुराण बखानत गुरु महिमा भारी। जय देव गुरुदेव जय देव गुरुदेव। जप तप तीरथ संयम दान विविध दीने। गुरु बिन ज्ञान न होवे बोधि जतन कीने। जय देव गुरुदेव जय देव गुरुदेव। माया मोहन दी जल जीव बहे सारी। दे कर में गुरु सब संहारे। जय देव गुरुदेव, जय देव गुरुदेव। नाना पंथ जगत में निज निज गुण गावे, सबका सार बता कर गुरु मार्ग लावे। जय देव गुरुदेव, जय देव गुरुदेव। गुरु चरणामृत निर्मल सब बाधक हारी, वचन सुनत तम नाशे सब संशय तारी। जय देव गुरुदेव, जय देव गुरुदेव। तन मन धन सब अर्पण गुरु चरणन की जय। शिवानंद परम पद मोक्ष गति लीजे। जय देव गुरुदेव, जय देव गुरुदेव। ओम जय गुरुदेव दयानिधि दीन हितकारी। जय जय मोह विनाशक भवबंधनहारी। जय देव गुरुदेव, जय देव गुरुदेव।
O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent and omniscient. Thou art Satchidananda. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion and wisdom. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptations and to control the mind. Free us from egoism, lust, greed, anger and hatred. Fill our hearts with divine virtues. Let us behold thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve thee in all these names and forms. Let us ever remember thee. Let us be ever loyal to thee. Let us ever sing thy glories. Let thy name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee forever and ever. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O all-merciful Gurudev, every thought of my mind, every emotion of my heart, every movement of my being, every feeling and every sensation, each cell of my body, each drop of my blood, all is yours, Gurudev, yours absolutely, yours without any reserve. Gurudev, you can decide my life or my death, my happiness or my sorrow, my pleasure or my pain. Gurudev, whatever you do with me, whatever comes to me from you, will lead me to your lotus feet. Gurudev, you have provided us with the best facilities in the world for our spiritual growth. May we take full advantage of this precious gift of yours, Gurudev. May we look upon the ashram and all its contents as your body and treat them with love and reverence. This is our heartfelt prayer to you, Gurudev. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Deva Sivananda Dinabandhu Pahima. Deva Deva Sivananda Dinabandhu Pahima. Chandravadana Mandahasa Primarupa Rakshama. Chandravadana Mandahasa Primarupa Rakshama. Madhura Gita Gana Lola Jnana Rupa Pahima. दिव्य गंगा तीरवासा दानशीला पाहि मां। दिव्य गंगा तीरवासा दानशीला पाहि मां। पापहरण पुण्यशीला परम पुरुषा रक्ष मां। पापहरण पुण्यशीला परम पुरुषा रक्ष मां। भक्तयोगा हृदयवासा स्वामी नादा पाहि मां। भक्तयोगा हृदयवासा स्वामी नादा पाहि मां। चित्स्वरूपा चिदानन्दा नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। चित्स्वरूपा चिदानन्दा नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां। शिवानन्दा 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 पाहि मां। शिवानन्दा 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 पाहि मां। शिवानन्दा 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 रक्ष मां। शिवानन्दा 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 रक्ष मां। सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय पाहि मां। सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय पाहि मां। सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय रक्ष मां। सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय सद्गुरु जय रक्ष मां। गंगा रानी गंगा रानी गंगा रानी पाहि मां। गंगा रानी गंगा रानी गंगा रानी पाहि मां। भागीरथी 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 रक्ष मां। भागीरथी 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 रक्ष मां। देवा देवा शिवानन्दा दीनबन्धो पाहि मां। देवा देवा शिवानन्दा दीनबन्धो पाहि मां। चन्द्रवदना मन्दहास प्रेमरूपा रक्ष मां। चन्द्रवदना मन्दहास प्रेमरूपा रक्ष मां।
श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ भगवान शिवानंद जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम
शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक
ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगा के चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। जिसका न कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला, जिसका न कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला, जो निर्धन है जो निर्बल है, वो है प्रभु का प्यारा, जो निर्धन है जो निर्बल है, वो है प्रभु का प्यारा, प्यार का मोती प्यार का मोती उठाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। आशा रूठी ममता रूठी, छूट गया है किनारा, आशा रूठी ममता रूठी, छूट गया है किनारा, बंद करो मत द्वार दया का, दे दो मुझको सहारा, बंद करो मत द्वार दया का, दे दो मुझको सहारा, दीप दया का दीप दया का जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो।
रामा 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 रामा
ocean of love. He who is an ocean of mercy. He who is an ocean of compassion. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 Sita. He who dwells in the hearts of all. He who controls the minds of all. He who directs the souls of all. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 Sita. He who is my Gurudeva. He who is my mother and refuge. He who is my divine protector. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 Sita. He whose actions are pure and selfless. He whose speech is comforting and soft. He whose looks are godlike and soothing. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 Sita. He whose charity is boundless and limitless. He who gives and gives and gives. He who is known as Sivananda. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 Sita. He whose teachings are simple and practical. He whose thoughts are lofty and divine. He whose writings are blessed by Saraswati. To him I make my salutation. Rama, 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 Sita. Rama, 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 सियपति भगति तुलसी सार सुदास रामा तुलसी सार सुदास राम नाम पर भर सावन बारह मास रामा सावन बारह मास सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। राम नाम मन दीप धरो जी हरे हरि द्वार रामा जी हरे हरि द्वार तुलसी भीतर बाहर हो जो चाह सूझियार रामा जो चाह सूझियार सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। सकल कामना हीन जय राम भगत रसलीन रामा राम भगत रसलीन नाम सुप्रेम पीयूष हृद तिन्हु किय मन मीन रामा तिन्हु किय मन मीन सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। ब्रह्म राम के नाम भर वरदायक वरदान रामा वरदायक वरदान रामचरित सतकोट महल प्रिय महेश जिय जान रामा प्रिय महेश जिय जान सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। राम राम को कल्पतरु कलि कल्याण निवास रामा कलि कल्याण निवास जो सुमिरत भय भांगते तुलसी तुलसी दास रामा तुलसी तुलसी दास सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। राम नाम नर केसरी कनक कसिपु कनिकाल रामा कनक कसिपु कनिकाल चापक जन प्रहलाद जी पालहि दल सुरसाल रामा पालहि दल सुरसाल सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। राम अनंत अनंत गुण अमित कथा विस्तार रामा अमित कथा विस्तार सूर्या जल जुड़वानहि जिनके विमल विचार रामा जिनके विमल विचार सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम। राम कथा सुर धेनु सम सेवत सब सुखदान रामा सेवत सब सुखदान सत समाज सुर लोक सब कौन सुने अस जान रामा कौन सुने अस जान सियावर
Om Namo Bhagavate Sivanandaya. On behalf of our Divine Master, Sri Swami Shivananda, and Puja Swamiji Sahajananda, we extend a warm and cordial welcome to all to our Shivananda Day Satsang. We also extend a special welcome to donors, well-wishers, devotees tuning in for the first time, and those from abroad. We read from Guru Bhakti Yoga by Sri Swami Shivananda. Faith in the words of the Guru and God is sattvic. The food that is left by the Guru after his meal is the most sacred prasad. Bliss that arises from personal service to the Guru is sattvic. The wise disciple should worship his master with control over his senses and mind. An aspirant should not associate with the opposite sex, or those who are fond of the opposite sex, because the mind becomes agitated. When the mind becomes agitated, he cannot serve his preceptor with faith and devotion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Be cheerful. A cheerful person is a true public benefactor. He gladdens the hearts of all. There is no friend like cheer. The contagion of cheer has wonderful effects. It instantly transforms depression into brightness, sickness into health. Cheerfulness is a habit of mind. A cheerful person enjoys peace of mind at all times. Repeat the holy name. O man, repeat the name of the Lord. His holy name bestows immortal bliss. His sacred name destroys all sins and opens the gate to moksha. You are wasting this precious life in idle talks, gossiping, eating and drinking. Without the name of God, you are only a vermin on this earth. You are like the dry desert of Sahara. You are like a blind man. You are like a strolling street dog. You are like a despicable outcast. You are like a jungle flower without aroma. You are like a tree without any fruit. Repeat, Shri Ram, Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya.
So having got such a great Guru, it is not worthy of us, not to seek God and to take to the pleasures of the earth. So that's why we've asked our devotees to try. TV is only one of the things that takes you away from God. And I was pointing out that if you look at all these things, exciting things, then how are you going to sit and then have satsang? It will have no benefit at all. Because satsang will give you spiritual vibrations and the TV will wipe it out. And similarly, if you have satsang and then see TV, that's also no good, because whatever vibration you create will be destroyed. So that's why in most cases you find many of our devotees who are in the ashram or they're with us for long periods, 10, 20, 30 years, but their nature has not changed because they've not given up many things of the world. See, they still go to business or they still want to make money even at a very old age. See? So they have not benefited. So you'll have to try your best. See? And as I said, TV is only one of the things that takes you away from God. There was a very nice story. I told you the story also some time ago, that there were two devotees. One was very fond of going to Satsang, and the other was very fond of going to a dance party. So the one who was to go to Satsang used to taunt his friend, why do you want to waste your time going to a dance party for pleasures? You must attend Satsang. And the other one would say, why do you want to go and attend Satsang? You must come and enjoy like me. See? It so happened that the one was going for Satsang, he tripped and hurt his toe badly. And at the same time, the one who was going to the dance party found on the way a small pot. And when he opened the pot, he found one gold coin in the pot. See? And then he just happened to meet his friend who had an accident, and then after, you see, that is what you get by going to satsang. See? I don't go to satsang and see I found a gold coin. You are going for satsang, and that is what you have gained. And they shook the devotee. He shook his faith, and he went to his guru and he complained. And the guru said, there's nothing wrong. You see, in your previous birth, you've been doing a lot of crimes, and in this birth you're supposed to be punished. But because you're attending satsang, you escaped instead of getting violently hurt. See, you've got just a minor injury. And the other fellow, he had done a lot of great deeds the previous birth, and you were supposed to get a whole pot of gold. But because you were attending the dance party, everything evaporated. So you only got one gold coin. And that is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I've learned from experience, see, how our association destroys everything. Only now, because I didn't know about it, it was through ignorance. See, I used to get a lot of very good experiences. And I never cared about them. I thought they were nothing, that I should not pay much attention. I should only go for God realization, the last experience. But only years later I read that these experiences, you must be very careful, because it means that something is opening deep within you. See? And you got to be careful about your association and about the people that you meet, about the work that you do. You should not gossip and so on. So practically I lost everything. I used to get really marvelous experiences. See? And had I known earlier that I must be very careful, then I would have done much better. See? Now I will start again, and it's not so easy as all that. And many have had that experience. They've lost everything. I've heard Swami Ramdas says one person could see God everywhere. He lost that experience. See? And there's another young lad, he was about 7 or 8, and during Ramakrishna's time, they took him to Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna's boy is in a very high state. He's very near God. But the parents exploited that boy, and the boy lost everything. So it's very easy to lose. See? So that is why when I ask you to not to look at TV and not to look at many other undesirable things, I'm talking from my experience. See? Just to give one more example. See? There was a disciple in Siyapati ashram, and the mother saw a light in his heart. Something was growing. So she sent a message, said, tell him there's a light growing in the heart. He must be careful. See? He didn't understand. He said, careful about what? He just retorted like that. So that day he went for a walk along the beach, and he started gossiping, and the light disappeared. So that is why we are asked to be careful about our association and everything that we do, the food that we eat, the places that we visit, the talks that we have, the conversations and all that, there are vibrations. And I'll repeat again what I said today, that the whole atmosphere is full of different planes. Gurudev has said that they're not like compartments, they're one on top of the other, but they're all interlinked. Just like if you have blue light and red light, there's no demarcation where blue light ends and red light starts. It all fuses together. So there are many planes around us, and there are beings in the different planes. For example, if you pass away, if you leave the body now, there are beings will immediately go. If you got a guru, then the guru will come and help you. But if you don't, there are beings will come there and help you to make the transition easier. Because often we don't know that we've passed away. Because you can see your relatives and they're weeping and wailing, but you cannot communicate with them because you're in the other plane, and it takes a little time for the soul to discover that it has left the body. So immediately these beings come, and just like now if someone gets hurt outside, you're going to rush and help that person. So those beings will come and help the soul to make the transition easy, and then the soul realizes that it has left the body. See? So there are so many different planes, and there are beings existing in these planes, good beings, all put by God, and bad beings also create mischief. See? The black magic and so on, all those kind of beings. I've got so much experience in black magic, first-hand experience, how the forces work, and how you can even talk to them, to the people. See? And you can ask where they come from also. See? One person was actually asking for meat and flesh. See? and about blood and all those kind of things. So the whole atmosphere is full of these forces. People have committed suicide, the soul roams about. People are murdered, and agitated soul is roaming about everywhere. See? And the whole atmosphere is full of these things. And they'll pounce upon people who have bad thoughts. As I said today, that the mother said, my mother said that a swarm of creatures follow certain individuals who have passionate thoughts, and they egg that person on, see, so that they get pleasure. See? And certain other forces will be by the roadside and create accidents. They like, not because they want to hurt people, they like something violent, something exciting. And the other beings also, see, will make people get drowned. They are water creatures. Some others will do different tasks. And conversely, there are the good forces, or the devas. Lord Ganesha, Hanuman, and all the deities are ready to help you. The moment you invoke the Hanuman's name, he is there. See? The moment you repeat the mantra, God's power starts acting. See? So the devas are there also ready to help you. And I gave, again, I'll repeat what I said today. Though the girl in the Arvind Ashram was always depressed, always in revolting and getting angry. Whatever the mother does for her, mother will embrace her and kiss her on the forehead and give her everything, but still. Now couldn't the mother, being a Gaudila saint, change her immediately? She said, no, my child, you are admitting that force. See, and I cannot do anything as long as you are opening the door and bringing the bad forces, I cannot do anything. So for 4 years now, we're seeing that the girl is writing a life story. So in the last one that came last week, she said that she was sitting with the mother and she was very depressed. And the mother said, my child, 3 celestial beings came with gifts in the hand to give you, but you are depressed and they went away. See? So like that, wherever you are, if you invoke a certain power, that power will work immediately. See? Similarly, when you have the marriage vows and you repeat certain mantra, those deities will come and they witness it, and they're very serious. See? They'll witness that marriage, and you got to observe it. So the devas are there also to help you. See? So we're not at the mercy of the evil forces. Of course today, most of the evil forces are very active, and they're working everywhere and causing confusion and making boys and girls do things that will never normally do. And these forces will operate on you if your nervous system is very weak, if your willpower is very weak, see? And if you have very violent ambitions, see? Uncontrollable ambition, then you're an easy prey.
Ayodhya Vaasi Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram, Janaki Jeevan Ram, Jai Ram Ram Rama. Ayodhya Vaasi Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram, Janaki Jeevan Ram, Jai Ram Ram Rama. Abhalya Saap Vimochan Ram, Parasuramane Jaytava Ram. Abhalya Saap Vimochan Ram, Parasuramane Jaytava Ram. Tanne sollikka mandiram illai endru taai sollikkathadava Ram. Tanne sollikka mandiram illai endru taai sollikkathadava Ram. Ayodhya Vaasi Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram, Janaki Jeevan Ram, Jai Ram Ram Rama. Ayodhya Vaasi Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram, Janaki Jeevan Ram, Jai Ram Ram Rama. गंगय कुगने कंडवराम कबड मारी चले वेंद्रवराम गंगय कुगने कंडवराम कबड मारी चले वेंद्रवराम कंडरावणी तंगे सूपणग अंगते भंगम सेवराम कंडरावणी तंगे सूपणग अंगते भंगम सेवराम अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम 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 अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम 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 किष्किन्धापुरी सेन्द्रवराम वाणियपोरि वेन्द्रवराम किष्किन्धापुरी सेन्द्रवराम वाणियपोरि सेन्द्रवराम अनुवाकुलैलङ्गे सेन्द्रु रावणपदे वेन्द्रवराम अनुवाकुलैलङ्गे सेन्द्रु रावणपदे वेन्द्रवराम सीते नीति अयोध्य बंधु मंगलमायिनुं वाழ்ந்தவராம் सीते नीति अयोध्य बंधु मंगलमायिनुं वाழ்ந்தவராம் अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम 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 अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम 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 जय राम 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 जय राम राम राम
शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद
शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद आजा आजा शिवानंदा आजा आजा भगवान आजा आजा शिवानंदा आजा आजा भगवान शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद तुम हो कृष्णा तुम हो कन्हैया तुम हो गीता सुनाने वाला तुम हो कृष्णा तुम हो कन्हैया तुम हो गीता सुनाने वाला आजा गुरुदेवा आजा शिवानंदा शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद तुम हो सूरज तुम हो चाँद तुम हो धरती और आसमान तुम हो सूरज तुम हो चाँद तुम हो धरती और आसमान आजा गुरुदेवा आजा शिवानंदा शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद मैं एक दुखिया द्वार तुम्हारा लेकर आया आंसू का धारा मैं एक दुखिया द्वार तुम्हारा लेकर आया आंसू का धारा दया करो गुरुदेवा दया करो शिवानंदा शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद आजा आजा शिवानंदा आजा आजा भगवान आजा आजा शिवानंदा आजा आजा भगवान शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद शिवानंदा भगवान तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद तेरा मुखड़ा जैसा चाँद
राम नाम बोलो श्री 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 शिवा 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 नाम बोलो श्री
श्री शिवानाम बोलो, 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 श्री हरि नाम 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 बोलो, श्री शिवानंद बोलो, सद्गुरुदेव 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 बोलो, श्री कृष्ण नाम 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 बोलो, श्री राम 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 नाम बोलो।
राम सियापति राम तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, जय जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, जय जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय बोलो, जय सीताराम बोलो, जय राम। जय राम जय बोलो, जय सीताराम बोलो, जय राम। राम सिया
साथ रहे तो, ओ संकट में तो साथ रहे तो, सर पर तेरा हाथ रहे तो, सब कुछ है आसान, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। बिन सत्संग विवेक न होई, हो बिन सत्संग विवेक न होई, राम कृपा बिनु सुलभ न सोई। बसे हो बन के प्राण, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। इस धरती के कण कण में तू, ओ इस धरती के कण कण में तू, आते जाते हर क्षण में तू, बसा है बन के प्राण, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। एक रघुपूत सवा रघुनाथी, ओ एक रघुपूत सवा रघुनाथी, माधन घर दिया न बाती। एक तुम्ही धनवान, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। दशरथ नंदन रघुकुल दीपक, ओ दशरथ नंदन रघुकुल दीपक, इस तन में है जीवन जब तक, मैं जपो अभिराम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। वचन पिता का टूट ना जाए, ओ वचन पिता का टूट ना जाए। झुकाए, पूजे तुझे हनुमान, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। शुभ कर्मों के तुम संचालक, ओ शुभ कर्मों के तुम संचालक, तुम करता हो तुम ही पालक। मैं प्रभु नादान, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। राम सियापति राम, तुम्हारा नाम सुखों का धाम, मुझे जय राम राजा राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम। जय राम जय, बोलो जय सीताराम, बोलो जय राम।
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. The following are our announcements. The following satsangs will be observed at Shivananda Ashram, Reservoir Hills, and at our branches. Sri Gurudev's birth date satsang is on Friday, 8 April 2022. This will be observed at headquarters. Ganga Arati is at 5:30 p.m. followed by satsang. The most auspicious Sri Ram Navami will be observed on Sunday, 10th April 2022 at our ashrams and branches. On this day, we will also celebrate Puja Swami Sahajananda's 66th sannyas anniversary. Ganga Arati, Sivananda Ashram, Reservoir Hills is at 5:30 p.m. followed by satsang. Sri Hanuman Jayanti will be observed on Saturday, 16th April 2022 at our ashrams and branches. Ganga Arati at Sivananda Ashram, Reservoir Hills is at 5:30 p.m. followed by satsang. There will also be the recital of 108 Sri Hanuman Chalisas commencing at 5 a.m. on this day at headquarters and at some of our branches. Devotees may contact the branch closest to them for more details. We invite devotees and the public to join the following forthcoming online home satsangs via the links on our website. Ramayan Week Satsang will commence online on Saturday, 2nd April and will culminate with Sri Ram Navami on 10th April 2022. Online Ganga Arati will be at 5:30 p.m. followed by satsang. Sri Gurudev's birth date satsang is on Friday, 8 April 2022. Ganga Arati is at 5:30 p.m. followed by online satsang. This satsang will coincide with our Ramayan Week satsang. There will be a Kanda chanting from 5 a.m. until 5 p.m. We invite devotees, well-wishers, and the public to participate in the recital during one or more of the hourly slots at their homes. Puja Swamiji Sahajananda's 66th sannyas anniversary will be observed on Sunday, 10th April 2022, coinciding with the most auspicious Ram Navami satsang. There will be an online morning sadhana program from 6 a.m. until 6:25 a.m. Online Ganga Arati is at 5:30 p.m. followed by satsang. There will be Akanda chanting from 5 a.m. until 5 p.m. We invite devotees, well-wishers, and the public to participate in the recital during one or more of the hourly slots at their homes. Divine Life Society of South Africa launched the 41-day recital of the Sri Hanuman Chalisa online on Monday, 7th March 2022 for individual and world peace, protection and good health. The recital will culminate on Sri Hanuman Jayanti on Saturday, 16th April 2022. The Sri Hanuman Chalisa will be recited 108 times online from 5 a.m. until about 2:30 p.m. on Sri Hanuman Jayanti. We invite devotees, well-wishers, and the public to participate in the recital during 1 or more hours. Havan will be live-streamed at 3 p.m. Sri Hanuman Jayanti will be observed on Saturday, 16th April 2022. Online Ganga Arati is at 5:30 p.m. followed by Satsang. Our yoga camp is on Sunday, 17th April 2022, commencing with a home sadhana program from 6 a.m. until 9:45 a.m. Yoga camp lessons are from 9:45 a.m. until 10:45 a.m. Lesson topics are Glory of Mother Ganga and the life of Sri Swami Sivananda by the spiritual darlings of our Santon branch. Divine Life Society of South Africa has opened its ashrams and branches partially on 1st March 2022 for the weekly Sunday evening satsang at Shivananda Ashram, Reservoir Hills, and in the case of branches, they will have only their main weekly satsang. Numbers will be restricted on a first-come, first-served basis, with full COVID protocols being observed. We encourage all to take the necessary precautions to avoid the spread of the coronavirus upon reopening and to obey all officials on duty. Attendance will be at one's own risk. All other weekly satsangs, Shivananda Day satsangs, and yoga camps will remain online and will not resume at Shivananda International Cultural Center for now. In the meantime, all other visits to any of our ashrams or branches must be authorized by the Board of Management. Devotees are encouraged to continue following all the COVID-19 protocols and guidelines in place and to please seek medical guidance if infected. We continue our prayers for all those afflicted and affected by the pandemic, for the health and well-being of all, and for world peace. Pujya Swamiji has given elaborate descriptions in our books of the value of the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra, Agnihotra, and Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Devotees are urged to continue with these practices regularly for their own safety and protection. Agnihotra will also help to bring rain. As per Pujya Swamiji's advice, the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra should be repeated all the time while driving. If we cannot repeat the mantra all the time, then repeat it as often as possible. It will help to prevent accidents, robberies, hijackings, and other calamities. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiv Vandanam Mrityunjaya. 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् 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 उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् 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 श्री सद्गुरुदेव की जय।
जय जय आरती विघ्न विनायक विघ्न विनायक श्री गणेश जय जय आरती वेणुगोपाल वेणुगोपाल वेणुलोला जय जय आरती
दत्तात्रेया त्रिमूर्ति अवतारा जय जय आरती सद्गुरुनादा सद्गुरुनादा भगवान शिवानंदा सद्गुरुनादा भगवान विश्वानंदा जय जय आरती विघ्न विनायक ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्ति भवतु सर्वेषां शान्ति भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 श्री सद्गुरु भगवान की जय।